Hello all, welcome to TechnoStack. In the section of working with basic computers, today we are going to see history of computers. So keep your pen and book ready and take down the notes that you need, that you think that are required for you. I'll be highlighting important points for you over here so that you can easily remember things. So in last section we had seen the definition of computers and the characteristic of computers, and in this video we are going to see the history of computers. Okay, so we'll be starting. So starting with, so I'll be just reading it, I'll be making you understand, and then I'll be highlighting the important points that you can remember for your shorthand notes. So history of computers. A computer was intended for making a person capable of performing numerical calculations with the help of mechanical computing devices. So what the computer was intended to be doing was to make our work easy, so that we can do our things very easily by giving them just instructions and then getting out operations and calculations and work done. So the first computers were abacus. You might have learnt in your elementary school how to work with abacus. Abacus is a very small device that was used by Chinese people. So we'll be looking into it. Abacus was first counting device. So you can remember this first counting device, which was developed in China. It consists of rectangular wooden frames and beads. The wooden frame contains horizontal rods and the beads were passed through the rods. The beads of the counters represent digits. This device was used to perform simple additions and subtractions. So abacus was the first ever device that we used to call as computers. So like it was used for computing. So it was like I can show you, like not exactly, but let me just draw a small portion of it and you can just understand how it looked. It was this, like it was a rectangular box which was divided into these parts, and then there were rods like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then there were long rods downwards, and then you had beads all over, like you had 5 beads over here, then you had beads over here, and it was all covered in beads. Beads were like this wooden beads, and then you would push them up or down to perform calculations. It used to come in the workings of the elementary school children just to know what an abacus is. Now no one uses abacus mostly. Then after abacus it was Napier's bones. It was a device which contained a set of rods made of bones. It was developed by Scottish mathematician John Napier. This is very important. You have to remember the name John Napier. To perform multiplication, division, the device was developed. Like this abacus used to perform only addition and subtraction very easily, but Napier's bone was capable of performing multiplication, division also. So Napier also invented logarithms. Logarithms are very basic mathematic fundamentals that we use today also. So Napier was one who developed logarithms. So this can be taken into consideration as important point. Then after that was Pascaline. Pascaline was the first calculating device. Now this was actually calculating device which had the capability of performing additions and subtractions on whole numbers. It was developed by Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician. The device made up of interlocked clock wheels having numbers 0 to 9 in its circumference. When one wheel completes its rotation, the wheel moves to one segment. So it used to be a round surface device, and then it had wheels, and then you can do calculations with the help of that. So then after Pascaline was punched cards. The punch cards was, let me just highlight it. Punch card system was invented by Herman Hollerith, an American statistician. It was used for storing and retrieving data. So it can store and retrieve data also in the form of punched holes. So we can just say storing and retrieving data in the form of punched holes. The system data could be punched holes. The system data could be stored. So with this punch cards, it used to have punch cards. You can punch in the data or the information, and so that was used for storing like data years ago. Then after punch cards, we had Charles Babbage calculating machines, that is engines. So from this era, computing engines started. Babbage invented the difference engine to solve algebraic expressions and mathematical tasks accurately. Later, he designed some improvements to his first computer. The modified machine is called the analytical engine. So first computer was the analytical engine. He intended to design a machine with collections of 4 basic algorithmic functions. The design principles of analytical engine can be divided into input, output, memory, and central processing unit. So this whole is very important. The design principle of analytical engine can be divided into input, output, memory, and central processing unit. The parts and working principle of analytical engine are same as today's computer. Hence, Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. This is asked many times in all the exams that cover the basics of computer, that who is known as the father of computers. So Charles Babbage is known as the father of computers. Hollerith machine. A Hollerith machine was incorporated with tabular and punch cards. The machine could senses the punched holes, recognize the number and required calculation, and store the data sensors. The machine was invented by Herman Hollerith. So Hollerith also made a machine with the help of tabular data storage and punch cards. Then it was Mark I computer. The first electromechanical computing device was developed by Howard Hathaway Aiken. So it was electromechanical device. He used Hollerith's punch cards and Babbage's statement to develop Mark I computer with IBM. So with IBM you have to remember, and it used both Hollerith's principle also and Babbage's thing also, and it combined in Mark I computer. In Mark III computer, he used some electronic components and magnetic drum memory. In Mark IV computer, like we can just mark this. In Mark IV computer, he used all electronic components and magnetic drum memory and magnetic core memory. These were used for storing memories. Then first unprogrammable electronic digital computer, ABC. The Atanasoff Berry computer, that is ABC, was the first electronic computer. This is very important, you can remember. It was designed by John Vincent Atanasoff and Clifford E. Berry. So there were two people who designed ABC computer. It was designed to solve systems of linear algebraic equations. It was also the first to use capacitor for storage. So it was the first computer that used capacitors for its storage of memory. Next in the line was electronic numerical integrator and calculator, ENIAC. ENIAC was history creating computer that we all know. Today also we study ENIAC. ENIAC was the first electronic computer used for general purposes such as solving numerical problems and other things. It was invented by J. Presper Eckert and John McCulley. Then after ENIAC was EDIAC, that was electronic discrete variable automatic computer. You have to remember all the full forms over here that are very important. EDIAC was successor of ENIAC. In this computer, binary numbers were used for arithmetic operations and internal storage of instructions were also written in digital form. After EDIAC was EDSAC, that is electronic delay storage automatic calculator, was the first practical general purpose stored program electronic computer. So it was general purpose, used for all the general arithmetic and numerical problems, stored program. So it had all the storage capacity and electronic computer. It was built according to von Neumann machine principles. Then after that was UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. UNIVAC was the first commercially available computer for everyone. It was made by Eckert McCulley Computer Company, which by the way made the first ENIAC. It represents the birth of modern computers. This is very important, you have to remember that. After that, now we'll be seeing into microprocessor of Intel came after long wait in 2004. So processing industry started after 2004 actually. Till date, everything that was available was with very basic memory systems and processing systems. In 1969, Intel Corporation designed its first general purpose programmable processor, Intel 4004. It was a set of four chips known as MCS4. It included Central Processing Unit chip, the 4004, as well as supporting read-only memory chip for custom application programs, a random access memory, that is RAM. RAM's full form is many times asked. It's a very basic thing that you should know, that RAM's full form is random access memory chip for processing data, and a shift register chip for input-output port. Now, whatever we have learned in today's session, we'll just particularly do a quick revision of it so that you can cover up everything. You can take down this table. It's very important as it helps in, like, tables and form of graphics helps in remembering faster. So what we did was, we studied who was the father of computer, that is Charles Babbage. Then we saw that father of modern computer science father was Alan Turing. Then these are the particular notes you can take. Okay, some may not be in the previous slides, but they are over here, so that they are covered over here. That's not, the history is not important, but the statements are important, so I'll just have mentioned it over here. Then first non-programmable electronic digital computer was given by Atasoft Berry Computers, that was ABC. Then first general purpose electronic digital computer was ENIAC, electronic numerical integrator and calculator. Then first microprocessor was by Intel, that was Intel 4004 by Intel. First commercially available computer was Universal Automatic Computer. So these are the points that you need to remember. It was a very quick revision that we did. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more such content to TechnoStack. Please do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.